Hey guys, this is Emerald Looms here, and today I'm back with another tutorial, and in this video I'll be showing you how to make the Groovy Fortune bracelet designed by AG Looming on Instagram. This design is actually a mashup between two quite renowned designs. It's a mashup between the Good Fortune bracelet designed by Soulsprovider and the Groove Thing bracelet designed by Claire's Wears. So if you use your colours in the way I have in this little swatch, it will resemble the Good Fortune bracelet, or the MK1 version in particular. It just uses that stitch. And then if you use your colours differently, like if you use the two main centre bands as the same type of colour, it's hard to explain. It will look a lot like the Groove Thing bracelet by Claire's Wears. So in the tutorial, I'll be showing you how to make it this way because a lot of you are requesting to know how to make it in this colour pattern. And if you want to make it in the other colour pattern, it's pretty easy to do, and I'm sure after watching this tutorial you'd figure it out on your own. So now I'll just bring up AG Looming's profile. So it's ag.looming to be exact. And I'm just going to scroll through some of his pics. So that's his account. Please do give him a follow, check him out, and yeah, with all that being said, let's get started. To make this bracelet, you'll be needing a hook. I'm using a double-ended hook today. You'll be needing some bands. Today I will be using the Blue Paradise mix and Glow White, and then you'll also be needing a C-clip or any type of closure. So to start off the bracelet, we'll be making an 8-loop setup, but one half will have to be in my Blue Paradise and the other half will be in my white to create the colour pattern in this bracelet. So we're going to start off with the cap band by twisting a band on your hook like this. Then you're going to take another band, you're going to pull it through both loops and pick up the outermost cap band loop, and then you close it off. And now I'm just going to continue this half with my white, so you have to add on 2 more bands. I'm going to pull a band through the first 2 loops and picking up the outsidemost loop and closing it off. Now I'm just adding one last one using the same technique. Just like that. And now we're going to switch sides. And we're going to take the first loop off, pick up that cap band loop and close it. And now I'm just going to take my first colour of my blues and I'm going to pull it through the first 2 loops and pick up the outside one. And now I'll add my second band, pull it through the first 2 loops and pick up the outsidemost one. And that's how the start of our bracelet is going to look. So now we're just going to stay on this side and I'm going to add the colour, which is going to be my white. And you're going to pull it through the first 5 loops and you're going to pick up bands 3 and 4. And by the way, I count from left to right, so I would consider this be number 1, 2, 3, 4. So just so you don't get confused. So I'm going to pull it through the first 5 loops. Oh yeah, sorry, if I didn't make that clear before, you'll also be picking up the outside 2 loops. Skip that white band and pick up all of the blue bands and then move these 2 to the outside. There you go. And now you'll be adding your border colour and you're going to pull it through the first 4 loops and you're going to pick up bands 1 and 3. So I'm pulling it through the first 4, skipping the first blue and picking up that white and then picking up the outermost blue and closing it off. Now we're going to switch sides. And we're going to do something similar to this side. So what we're going to do now is we're going to grab the same blue colour that we just pulled through on the other side. So for me it would be like this ocean type of blue. And it's going to be pulled through the first 5 loops, and then you pick up the outside 4, just like the step we did earlier, just in opposite colours. So you're going to pull it through the first 5 loops, so it should be all of the white loops on the left side, and then your first coloured band from the other side, and then you're just going to pick up all of those outside white loops. And now you're going to move the outside 2 loops just like that. And now you're taking another white and you're going to pull it through the first 4 loops, and you're going to pick up bands 1 and 3. So I'm skipping the first white loop and I'm picking up that blue loop, and then the outermost white loop, and I'm closing it off. So now we're going to switch sides. And the steps will be repeated again quite similarly. So this time we'll be adding a white band through this little section here, and then we'll be adding a border band onto this section, and then it will be repeated from there. So you always got to remember you've got to add an inside band first and then a border band. So I'll take my next white and I'll pull it through, this time the first 6 loops, and I'll pick up all of the blue loops that are there. So I'm pulling it through the first 6, I'm skipping that white band and picking up these 2 blue ones, skipping the next white band and picking up the outside 2 blue ones, and I'm moving these over to the outside. And now we'll be adding our border band by taking it and pulling it through the first 4 loops and picking up bands 1 and 3. So this one's band 1 and this one's band 3. So the white band, which is band 3, make sure your bands don't go out of order. Put them back in fishtail form. There we are. And you pick up band 1 and then you can close it off. Just like that. And now we can change sides. And now, first of all, we're adding an inside band again. So to keep it in same color consistency, I will use the same color that I just used earlier for the border on the other side. So I'll take a band and pull it through the first 6 loops. So it's basically, you can split it like this. So first 6 loops and pick up all of the white loops, dropping all the blue ones. So I'm picking up all the white ones and dropping all the blue ones. And then I will rearrange the outside 2 border bands over. And now it's time to add another border band. So we're going to take a band and we're going to put it through the first 4 loops and pick up bands 1 and 3. This one's number 3 and this one's number 1. Just like that. Now you're going to switch sides again. So I'm going to change sides. And we always start with an inside band first, and then secondly we add a border band. So how I look at it is I'm pulling it, the next center band, through bands 3, 4, 5 and 6, and I'm picking up the middle 2, and then the border bands, you just don't worry about them because you'll pick them up again anyway. So if you prefer to loom like this, by taking off the first 2 loops while holding the white band between your fingers, grab that white band and pull it through those 4 loops, and then you pick up the middle 2. And then you put all the bands that you're holding between your fingers back onto the hook. So if that makes more sense for you, you can definitely do it like that. I just find it easier to do it the way I've been doing it for the whole tutorial. So now you're going to grab your next border band and you're going to pull it through the first 4 loops, and you're going to pick up bands 1 and 3. So this white band here and the outermost blue loop, and then you close it off. Now we're going to change sides again, and we're going to add a inside colored band of the same color that I just added previously for the border on the other side. So you're going to take it and pull it through the first 6 loops and pick up all of the remaining white loops. And now you'll be adding your border band by simply going through the first 4 loops and picking up bands 1 and 3. And of course, throughout all of this, make sure your bands do not go out of order. I'm going to show you a couple more times because this may still be a bit confusing. So you're going to switch sides and we're going to add our inside color, which is white, continuing the color of this chain. So you're going to take a band, pull it through the first 6 loops, and pick up all of the remaining blue loops. Just like that, and then move the outside 2 loops over to the outside, and now you're just going to take your next border band, pull it through the first 4 loops, and pick up bands 1 and 3, so the white band and the outermost blue band. Now we can change sides. The next center band we're about to add will be the same color as the border we added previously. So we're going to pull it through the first 6 loops, pick up all of the remaining white bands. So these 2 white bands and then the outside 2 white bands, and then move these 2 over to the outside. And then we'll add another border band, and you're going to pull it through the first 4 loops and pick up bands 1 and 3. I'm going to be doing a bit more on camera, but I won't be explaining everything. So yeah, I'll just probably maybe talk about some stuff if I wanna. We'll see how this video goes. Oh yeah, recently I hit 900 followers. Thank you so much, guys. That is like amazing, like seriously. I seriously never thought I'd make it this far on Instagram. Like when I first started my account, I had no idea what I was doing, literally, like, yeah, because I was like really new to the looming community and all that. So yeah, thanks guys for that. And that Instagram update thingy is really annoying me. Like I don't know if it's real or not, or maybe people took it in the wrong way, like maybe it's not such a bad thing, this update, because I seriously don't think that Instagram would make an update that seriously is not a benefit to us, sort of thing. Like they would have seen the consequences before making the update. I don't know, but it's all really weird, to be honest. But now everyone's turned on post notifications for each other. I guess that's pretty good anyway. Just gonna finish off this section. You can do whatever closure you want to do. I just decided to pull a band through everything, so that seemed to work well. So that's how you make the Groovy Fortune bracelet. Yay! Thank you guys so much for watching this video. If you liked this video, then please give it a big thumbs up and maybe pretty please subscribe, and be sure to follow me on Instagram and also follow AG Looming on Instagram as well. I will link all our accounts in the description box below. And if you decide to make this bracelet and post it on Instagram, please hashtag Emerald Looms and hashtag ag.looming. I think I said this before, do dots work in hashtags? I don't know, but whatever. You know what to do. Tag us in your pic so that we can see it and like and comment and all that fun stuff. So thanks for watching, guys. I think I already said that. I have a serious problem with saying thank you over and over again. Well, see you guys. Bye. Twisted. Untwist. So you're going to take it and, oh my goodness. No. Alright. Fail.